Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to a brand new video of Tokyo Ghoul Dark War. And so what we're here to do is cover the brand new update that came out for the game currently, and go over, apparently piece of shit, acquired a unique hero in Ken Kaneki Mask. Good for you, piece of shit. And we're gonna go ahead and just play through some things and see what is up with the game. Now, first and foremost, the game is having some difficulties currently with connecting and the effects on Nox, so you are going to see some pretty big issues there, but we'll just kind of try and go through this, and I'm going to scroll down to show the new characters right now. So I did read the ones that were being released. So we have Rise Kamishiro Yukata, Nishiro Yasuhisa, which, by the way, I actually want to see your full 2D art. Oh, she's on a light post coming out of the... That's amazing. Alright, who else do we have? We have Akira Yukata. That's nice. Tsukiyama Shu white shirt. Hell yeah. Shinohara PROTO. And Hoji Chishie. So, I actually was talking about the Hoji one a while ago, so I'm happy that he finally got his little place here. And actually, I kind of like his art, but what's weird to me is he has no platform like everyone else does. Let me see the other guys. So this one, first and foremost, looks incredible. He's missing a hand. Missing a hand. He's missing a hand. His right arm just cuts off at like... Okay, sure. He looks really cool, so we will be playing for him today because he is released right now. We also have Tsukiyama Shu white shirt. We knew about him already, but you can see it's from the rooftop talk type thing. Like how it's all enemies. Everyone's his enemy at all times. Also have his Yukata version, which is similar to the Summerfest, but fancier. We have the Akira motto. She's beautiful. I like her design, and there she is. We have the Nishiro, cool. And we have the Rise Yukata. So first and foremost, what I wanted to do today is I wanted to go through all of I wanted to go through all their skills, but I wanted to save that until after my pulls, because I kind of wanted to see very low key about this. Also, so you know how we've been talking about the special art that's on banners like this? For example, the Juzo that's currently on the banner, his art is different from the one he has currently inside the game. I was wondering about it and questioning why. It's because there is actually evolutions beyond what we currently have inside the game. That art for Juzo is his SSR art when you awaken him to that tier, which makes a lot more sense to me and explains why the Rise was different, the Hinami was different, and why it didn't make sense that their art wasn't inside the game currently. So that is actually really, really fun to learn. However, with our 6,000 diamonds, we are going to go in on this banner. We have the Spinning Slash with the Hurl Blade to slow enemies. We have the Unbounded, which is lower defense by 25% and increase attack for 8 seconds by 75%, which is pretty crazy. We have Mirage, which is 15 consecutive attack. God, hiccups. Why? Launch 15 consecutive attacks on all enemies within range. There's only one target. Damage increases by 50%, meaning he's going to be crazy good on Expulsion. And finally, the passive of increased attack for every 5% HP lost. Attack increased by 5%. Attack increase max out when the HP lowers to 30%. Ooh, he looks incredible. Additionally, his banner has 3 SSRs I don't currently have at 5-star in Kuroiwa, Tsukiyama Gourmet, and Hafukuji Yomori. I really want Hafukuji Yomori to 5-star, so that'd be cool, but I want to get a copy of Proto Errata to show him off. He is a gold SSR, so I imagine he can awaken to UR when we do this. Fingers crossed. I'm hoping for the best here. Yeah! The first one! Go away, you fucking... The bar! Why? Oh, that's so good. Oh, that's so fucking good, dude. Oh, I'm happy. They glow gold. How? I can't even... It's not gonna disappear there, unfortunately. That is incredible. Oh, I even got 12 extra shards of him. And I got Kaneki Renkaku, but, you know, That works out. Actually, I'm super down to do another pull. Because if I do, and I get half Kujiyamori, I can get him to 5-star as well. Oh, I got another dupe of him. Because it says... No, I didn't. Yes, I did. Holy shit. Okay, so I can't afford another full pull, but we're going to do singles here. And hope for the best. I don't want to play through the whole anime. Okay. Okay. We'll go again. One more. And I think that's the end of our pulls for right now. However, that is a 4-star Amon Proto already. Hey there, boy. He's glowing! His portrait is glowing after he got unlocked. We'll go to 4-star. I'm down for that. And here, we actually will go through the skills in a second for all of the characters, but first and foremost, I think it's time for us to go ahead and put some potions into you. Okay, so after that last clip of me doing the pulls, I end up going through every character that was added in the update, and my microphone didn't record, and so I wanted to go ahead and go through this myself. I'm feeling very anxious today for some reason, so we're gonna try and do this again, this time just without a camera, and see what's up in the game. So first and foremost, we do have the Shu Tsukiyama Yukata, of which has some pretty interesting bonds. They also swap up later on once it loads. There we go. So you have the Ken Kaneki mask here, pretty obvious, I feel. We have the Summerfest Toka and Kaneki. Once again, Yukata just kind of makes sense with that. We do have the Hoji Chishe here. I don't remember them meeting ever inside the entire series, but that works. We also have Takehirako and Gourmet. So it's going to take a lot of collecting to be able to work him. It's an all SSR bond, and truthfully, they're quite hard to get SSRs as well. This Kaneki has eluded me, the Hirako hasn't come around, and the Hoji just got added, so it's going to be something. We also have the same bonds going all the way forward until the final one, of which changes from the Hirako into the Tsukiyama white shirt. So it is going to be a little bit harder to collect there as well. It's going to be difficult, and I don't know if he's entirely worth the investment, because he also has a fairly interesting set of skills. So we have Rapid Slash, which is attack enemies in front, taunting all hit enemies. So obviously taunting is quite helpful, but I feel as if taunting has become less and less helpful as Arima Ixas have become more prevalent. And we also have Overawe, which is spin and wave Kigune dealing damage to surrounding enemies, and Phantom Strike, which sounds fucking rad. With continuous strikes after continuous strikes land and cause an explosion in an area, which is going to be not the craziest thing of set of skills in the world, but it works at least. We also have Greed, which is increase dodge rate, reflect damage equal to 5% of maximum HP at the attacker, successfully dodging an attack. Now, I don't know if Greed applies to the entire row of characters you have. However, if it does, then that will end up helping us with the Amon Dojima situation, where he's already super broken in terms of his dodging, and this will just make him even better. But we will see. We also have a 4-star increase, which is increased dodge rate, and also for every 10% that you increase your dodge rate, increase defense by 10% as well. So that is helpful for a tank character especially. We also have Spin and Wave Kagune, dealing damage to enemies and blinding surrounding enemies for 6 seconds. Reduce attack of blinded enemies by 30%, which is going to be quite nice, I feel. We don't currently have, this blinding effect yet, but I feel as if it's going to be very fun to play around, especially with the accuracy decrease. And, I think we'll have to see how much of a presence it has inside arena stuff, but he definitely seems as if, as long as you have some other characters with him inside a game mode, is going to be fun to use. Moving on, we do have 2 new DPS characters in the Rise Kamashiro Yukata and the Hoji Chishe. We actually don't have an SSR Rise just yet. Granted, The Rize that is inside the game currently can be awakened to SSR now, so that's cool. But in general, we don't have a big, strong one until just now. So she does have some interesting bonds in her partner, Kaneki Summerfest. Hafkujimori and Shachi makes sense. I'm surprised she doesn't have only Shachi that just says dad, but sure. Enemy with Akira Amado in her yukata. That's going to be hard to invest in. And the Take Hirako with Ixa here. Also no changes throughout her entire tree. They're all just kind of the same thing, but it's going to be another hard collecting one, honestly. I feel as if a lot of people have the Hafkujimori and Shachi, but these other 3 bonds are going to be difficult to collect. So good luck with trying to get any of these new characters up to a serviceable tier around things. It's going to be difficult until they drop like all of them. So we do have Hunting Instinct as her first attack, which is attack all enemies within range 3 times. We have Raid, which is appear in front of target and strike 3 times, increase the attack by 50%, which is going to be nice because you can run that with... It's very similar to the attack that the Kaneki Summerfest has, where he teleports forward and says nothing personal, kid, and chops them, but it's going to be fun. You also have Gluttony, which is appear in front of the target and strike repeatedly, increasing attack 50% for 6 seconds. I don't know if that's the case because they have the exact same text between these both. So I feel as if it's probably not the actual skill. But if it is, she has a flat 100% increase buff to herself. So that's cool. But I guess we'll see once they end up. I don't know. The servers are kind of struggling right now, so I wouldn't be surprised if there is some issues for right now. She also has Bloody Mary, which has an increased absorption rate. Excess absorption and restoration becomes shield up to 30% of maximum HP. This effect lasts for 20 seconds. So based on her damage and what she does, she's able to give a shield to her allies. That's going to be helpful, especially when she's able to deal crazy amounts of damage with these two. So yeah. We also have her 4-star increase in appear in front of target and strike repeatedly, increasing attack by 50% and reducing the target's defense by 30%. Effect lasts for 6 seconds. So that's going to be fantastic for not only single target stuff, but also just expulsion and anyone you fight against. 30% defense decrease is incredible. We'll have to see what her area is, and I don't know which one that's meant to increase, to be honest. Like, there's 2 that are named the exact same thing, so I don't know if it's this one that gets increased by it, which would be awesome, or what. Her passive also gets upgraded when she gets to here at 5-star, which is increased absorption rate, and the excess absorption and restoration becomes a shield no more than 30% of the maximum HP, and absorption effect doubles when attacking a hero. And so, when you're not fighting randos inside training, or random enemies, and you're fighting like a named enemy, she gets even more of a buff towards things. It's going to be nice for Arena, especially. That's going to be beautiful, and we'll see how that goes. I'm just excited for it. She seems like she's going to be a fairly good unit. I don't know about the double of the same attack, so we'll see if they change that in the future. Right now, let's go ahead and move on to not that one, though she's going to be great. I want to talk about Hoji first. So we do have, of course, Tatara as a bond. We have Yoshimura and Hafukuji Kaneki. We have partner in the Amon Dual Blade and partner in the Shinohara Proto and the Kuroiwa Proto, which means he's going to be coming up sometime soon. Granted, between the last update where they had the Tsukiyama white shirt and this update, there was 2 months, almost exactly. So maybe in January we'll get that Kuroiwa errata. Meaning Hoji won't be that great until he has all of his bonds. Especially because that also affects his, like, blue and purple. So rest in peace to that. It doesn't affect his, like, actual attack much, luckily, because it's a 60% HP increase, but it does reduce his viability by quite a bit because he bonds with someone that isn't out yet. But we'll see. Either way, his lack of platform weirds me out, and we'll go ahead and go into his skills right now. So we have Flash, of which he lifts up his shirt, and shows his amazing abs and causes bleed to enemies, and the bleeding effect deals damage equal to 30% of the caster's normal attack for 4 seconds. So his entire moveset is based around this new bleed mechanic, which is similar to Toxic Blood, but it's not quite on the same like level as it, because it has just straight up its own effects, so it doesn't stack at all with Shachi's whole shenanigans. We also have Scarlet Impact, which is quickly slash enemies in the front sector, which means be sector, 3 times and deal damage. When enemies are bleeding, or when enemies with bleeding effect are hit, bleeding effect resets its cooldown and spreads to nearby enemies, increasing caster's crit rate by 30% for 6 seconds. So, whenever you trigger a crit on enemies, and whenever you pop this on enemies, the flash, you're able to put bleed on them, and it deals 30% of their, or 30% of your normal attacks to them, then this spreads it like a plague to all enemies, which is nice. And he also buffs himself with 30% crit rate, which goes with the fact that he also has Hemorrhage, which increases his crit rate and causes targets to bleed whenever normal or skill attacks trigger a crit. Bleeding effect is the same as the flash one. So he does kind of synergize around that, and also his third is Triple Slash, which is Wave Quinque and deal damage to all enemies within an area 3 times. When enemies with bleeding effect are hit, they lose the effect and receive 200% of remaining bleed damage. Meaning, you have a big pop off with the Triple Slash, you can just kind of destroy them in the fact that you can like stack crits super hard with the bleeds and be good to go, and then just end off the entire area. I don't know how big the Triple Slash is going to be, but I'm interested to see how these are going to synergize together. If he didn't have the Kuroiwa on him, he'd be a lot better, because there's no like, I doubt we're going to get Kuroiwa dropped anytime soon, so rest in peace to that. We also have at 5-star, he gets a increased crit rate to all enemies that can trigger crit. And at 5-star, he gains a increased crit rate and all skills can trigger a crit. And so instead of just having it where his normal attacks and certain attacks are able to trigger crits, all of these are now able to just pop off and increase his Hemorrhage. God, that's so weird. It is... Can we have the bond between Hoji and Tatara be called Hemorrhage instead? Or Lover? Because that makes more sense when he's increasing his hemorrhaging. Either way, he does look very good, and he does look like, on paper at least, like he's going to be a fairly big, game-changing unit. His lack of platform confuses me, but we're going to go ahead and move on from here. We do have Akira Yukata here to go ahead and show off. First and foremost, she has Lover with Amon Dual Blade, which is very cute. That's very pleasant. Makes me happy. We also have bonds with enemy in Tsukiyama Shu and Rise Kamishiro, meaning you have to have both of the Yukata units to be able to have this Akira be viable. We have Hinami Summerfest, we have both Toka and Kaneki Summerfest, and so the collection here is going to be every single Yukata character and Amon Dual Blade. Interesting. They don't really swap up at all throughout the entirety of her upgrade tree, so they're all the same characters. And so I would hope that she would have fairly special attacks here. However, we have Summer Thrashing, which is slam the area in front with a Quinque. We have Triple Blaze, which... that's a hell of a name. Slam the area in front 3 times with a Quinque. And we have Firework, which is launch 3 continuous attacks at an enemy within range and detonate the area. Add Firework Mark to hit enemies for 10 seconds, and when hit, Firework Mark detonates and causes damage equal to 40% of this skill. Target loses the mark afterwards. So what I'm imagining right now is this is going to be an attack based on, like, stacking up Firework times. And so what I'm imagining is it hits 3 times, it adds the mark on the first hit, the second hit procs the explosion. No, because it says when hit, the firework mark detonates and causes damage equal to... Oh! I misunderstood it. Okay. So I guess it does 120% of the damage it could do. So it hit 3 times and does 40% of the damage each time it hits. So if it has 840% on its normal damage, each hit of the attack would do 40% of that. That's not too bad. It's going to be... It'll be weird to think of it until it's seen inside combat, and additionally she has Summer Anticipation, which is increased cooldown of all surrounding enemies. She seems to be she's very basic, and what I'm imagining is she's made to be the cooldown mom in the back of your party inside Expulsion to be able to get you to pop off a bunch of times. I could see Firework doing a lot of really good work at like lower cooldown rates, and if this Summer Anticipation... Wait. Increase cooldown of all surrounding enemies. I don't know if there's a place in this game for that just right now. I completely misunderstood that. What? So, I guess enemies around you, like bosses, wouldn't be able to use their attacks as often? So is that made for real-time PvP? Is that made for Arena? But like, at the time of Arena, if they go through their entire set of skills, you're probably not gonna be alive. I don't know about the viability of her right now then. I am very concerned. We also have her 4-star being slam the area in front of her 3 times with the Queen K and reduce enemies crit damage 50%. That's helpful, but if it was crit rate, that would be a lot more helpful. Because Hoji's going to be such a big force inside this. Crit damage is... He still gets to get his stacks up if he can still get the crits regardless. The damage matters less than the actual crit itself. We also have increased all cooldowns of surrounding enemies and restore 5% after receiving. So whenever she gets hit for a crit, she heals by 5%? What? Sure. Oh, that's so weird to me. She's like an anti-meta character. Because right now we have such like a stack of everyone wants to crit you. So interesting. I have no idea what her viability is going to be by the end of the like upgrade trees, but I am interested 100%. Next, we actually are going to cover Tsukiyama because I'm mostly excited for Nashiro and I haven't seen her yet. I stopped the recording before I got the chance to look at her, so I want to go ahead and go through him first. So he does have a new piece of art here versus the old Tsukiyama white shirt art, which I honestly didn't like that much, so I am happy about that. We also have Enemy in the Wounded Kaneki. We have Enemy in the Kuroiwa and the Ixa. We have Partner in Yoshimura Owl. We have Enemy in Noro and Masked Ayato. And it goes all the way into the end of his tree. Nothing too crazily special there, and his attacks are mostly based on similar to... He's basically the SSR version of Eto, in the fact that his first is a slash enemies in front quickly and add a shield that can avoid control and debuff effects to the caster, so he buffs himself. He has Grand Appearance, which is taunt the enemies around him. Sorry, my throat's like, blah. But taunt the enemies, or taunt the nearby enemies and attack the caster and reduce their damage by, Taunt the nearby enemies to attack the caster and reduce their damage for 5 seconds. Which is going to be helpful and interesting. We also have Dark Impact, which is fucking red sounding. And finally, we have Thrust his Gune into the ground and attack targets in line 3 times, stunning the target's hit for 3 seconds. So it is a triple hit pushback attack that is going to be helpful for trying to do crowd control, similar to how the Masked Ayato does. But I don't see him having a large impact on the game as far as I can see. He has no like crazily cool new skills aside from this, which is Gourmet. Each normal or skill attack adds a prey mark to the target. When the target has 5 prey marks, Shu Tsukiyama's next attack will consume those marks and restore his HP by a certain percentage. So he only heals himself as a support. he doesn't do that much damage, and he heals himself when he hits 5 prey marks. I don't know about it, truthfully. This Dark Impact is going to be cool because it stacks up 3 prey marks, I believe. But I don't know yet. Taunt nearby enemies to attack the caster, reduce their damage, and transfer 20% HP lost into HP for the caster for 5 seconds. So he also heals himself with his second when they... He has a lot of self-sustain for the most part. I don't know about it right now. I don't see him having a pretty big place inside the game. But hey, he looks cool. So that's cool. And finally, as the final support before we go and show off the Shinohara situation, is Nashiro Yasuhisa. Unless I completely miss clicking her. Whoops. So here she is. Nashiro Yasuhisa, of which, first and foremost, beautiful. She has a very basic model similar to how Corona did, but I'm happy. She looks good. She also is sitting on top of a light post with her dumb shoes, and I am happy. So first and foremost, we have Sister, and the game is reconnecting. We have Sister with Corona for 45% HP, Enemy and Juzo Armor, and Shinohara Arata. So that is 2 SSRs on her tree, which is nice. It's more free-to-play friendly, at least. We also have Amon Dual Blade, Masked Ayato, and Hafukuchi Kaneki. I don't know why Hafukuchi Kaneki is her partner, but sure. And she has the same going through her entire tree as well. And at the end here, her skills are Jumpstart, of which gives her jump into the air and plunge down, dealing damage to all enemies within range. It sounds very similar to her third inside War Age, which is quite fun. Her second is Chill Out, which is, yeah! That's the best name! I'm happy about that. Spin and deal damage to surrounding enemies, lowering their defense by 20% for 4 seconds, so she is a debuff unit. And Sortie, which is appear beside an enemy and launch a heavy blow, reducing the enemy's movement speed by 60% for 8 seconds. So she seems to have a lot of mobility in the jump and the Sortie makes more sense to me. And she also is kind of a saboteur unit, almost, I'd say. She also has penetration, which is just a flat increased crit rate, hopefully to the entire squad. That would work amazingly with Hoji. Arguably, if that did work for the entire squad, her, Hoji, and Nora would probably be the new best squad in the game. But we would have to kind of question that a bit, you know? Additionally, at 5 stars, she does get increased crit rate. All of Nashiro's skills could trigger a crit, and when a normal or skill attack triggers a crit, reduce the target's defense by 30% for 10 seconds. That is the hardest of core saboteurs you could possibly get. And that would stack with this, meaning that at all times, she could inflict a flat 50% debuff to people's defenses at all times. Beautiful. That sounds amazing, actually. I really want her right now, immediately. Oh, I'm happy. She got the justice she needed. She is the Vanille of this game, and I'm very happy about it. But yeah, so that is going to be the new SSRs coming to the game sometime soon. I'm actually really excited about them. And of course, we did end up pulling for that Shinohara Arata PROTO, which is super, super exciting. Let's go ahead and cover him right now as well. Also, this game Samba thing, go away. So we have Yoshimura Owl for the first bond. We have Kuroiwa and Shinohara Arata for their second bond. He also has the 30% attack here with the Kuroiwa Arata, so I am losing that, just guaranteed. And the final one is the Amon Dual Blade and Hoji, which is going to take a while to collect as well. So of course, this Shinohara is going to have to... His damage is going to be far worse for right now, until that Kuroiwa drops, but fingers crossed for the future at least. We also have skill here And Spinning Slash, which is hurl a huge blade forward and slow hit enemies for 60% for 4 seconds. Unbounded, which is lower defense by 25% and increase attack for 8 seconds. And Mirage, which is launch 15 consecutive attacks to all enemies within range, and when there's only one target, increase damage by 50%. And the Last Stand, which is increase attack for every 5% of HP lost. Attack increases by 5% more. Attack increase maxes out when HP lowers to 30%. So he is going to be a low health god, of which I want to invest in quite a bit. Likely I'm going to try to get him up to a fairly high, like, gold tier when I'm able to. And we are going to show him off here, but first and foremost, before we do, I want to do the upgrades that this update now allows me to do, because apparently they reduced the cost or level you need to be to do my upgrades. So my Yomori Hafukuja was stuck at +2 and couldn't get to +3 until level 95. Now I can go to +3. Not quite +4 just yet, unfortunately. We are going to... first and foremost, we do have an SSR evolution for young Arima, which I will be trying to work on when I'm able to, because he is, of course, my boy. I'm going to upgrade my Ixa here. Perfect. He's at +3 now, which is beautiful. And Noro, I guess I have to try and grind out some more items for you to be able to get you up. I probably should have upgraded you first, but that's fine for right now. I don't mind doing that. Sounds good to me. Perfect. Not too interested in that. I want to try to just upgrade the characters I'm going to end up using as much as I can. So, Kuroiwa, I actually wouldn't mind upgrading you one more time, because, like, you are decent, at least. I guess Toka Summerfest I may as well. So I did end up getting her, and I do want to use her in the future. And you know what? Fucking young Arima, you can party. You can jam out. This is going to be what our team is going to look like for right now, at least. With a pretty big power increase, and the ability to equip... You know what? We'll do it instead of Yomo. Noro right now, because I want to see just what he has to offer. There he is. Here, I'm actually going to change my picture to it as well. God, he's so fucking red. Alrighty. And this is what endgame looks like. Additionally, we do have new drops here in the red support evolution things and the +2 on the tiers that I'm fighting, so that's at least fun. In terms of showcases, I guess I want to do it... Yeah, I'm going to do it here. Because my party can go and take things down, and that'll be fine. I want to see things for myself in terms of my Shinohara, and see what he has to offer. We're going to take our time here. So I really want to see just what he is. Alrighty. So, his first... Yeah, he just throws it for so far. His second is a big scream. Yo, what the fuck? That is the coolest. That is the Kaya Black Dog from War Age. That's really interesting, actually. Here, I want to see this in action. I really like that. Here, so we'll toss this. So you can harass from afar. We scream, and we teleport around. I apparently can get interrupted in the middle of it. Good to know. Actually not taking that much damage right now either. Like, even from... I guess I'm fighting the Ixa. Oh, that's a Noro. Have to try and avoid that, man. At least for right now. Unless I get one shot by him. God. This Shinohara, though, I can only imagine, like... So currently he's stuck at being at a lesser tier due to missing the Kuroiwa, but his DPS is going to be incredibly fun to play with later on. Alrighty. We'll toss that forward. I wish he had a mobility attack. Truthfully, I think that's what he's missing the most. Also, the fact that his third isn't invulnerable is kind of sad, because it does open him up to some pretty big pop-offs and getting killed things. He also has no heal. Granted, he's meant to be at low health, but it's still meh. Here, I wonder if this will kill the Ixa. Because we are at extremely low health. It did all right. Granted, we are fighting level 95 Ixa, so that is really solid. Here, we're going to wait it out a bit. I also want to see his normal attacks here. He seems to only have a string of, like, 2 very basic nothings. Time to scream. Ready? And... damn it. I end up killing the X off of that, but... oh, I'm still alive. What? I thought I died. Neat. I have, like, no health left. However, I am extremely unbound right now. If someone were to ask me, I would say I'm Broly unbound. And that's not even I need a heal, dude. I don't need body armor. Here. Actually. Damn it. I missed. If I can get a third pop-off on these enemies when they aren't expecting it, that'll be some good shit right there. Ow. Jeez. I'm gonna try to hold it off here. Well, hold the line, boys. We got this. We scream. At maximum capacity. Jeez! Oh, that is so fun, dude. If he gets a good third, he just pops off everything. He crushes everybody. Oh, I love it. I really love how he plays. Granted, I don't do training, like, ever anymore, so I don't know how viable it's going to be, but, like... I'm getting excited. We did end up losing here, unfortunately. Which is... it's a damn shame and a symptom of the times, but... Shinohara to PROTO, you are going to be a hero for me. And I do believe that you are going to be incredible for later on inside the game. See, I wonder if, like... oh, there's a new game mode, wasn't there? How do I get to it? I actually don't remember. I know that it's somewhere Feeding Ground? It was called like Feeding Ground Battle or something. There was some way to get it. Here, if I go to Kisho Arima and go to his awakening. No, wow, wait. I can grind out the materials here for the SSR upgrade? Oh shit, that's gonna be what I use my entire stamina thing on then. Great. Wow. Oh, jeez. I'm gonna do that immediately. I got no drops off of that. This is gonna be extremely hard to get drops of, isn't it? Oh, exclusive equipment, and then, yeah, okay. So it's this game mode that you can get the entire thing off of. It says the Feeding Ground Battle Shop here. So you can get different equipment that only works for certain characters, like Ixa is a weapon that only works for Arima Ixa. Tatara's mask is obviously Tatara, and so on. We have one for Nishiro, which is interesting. We have one for every Yukata character. Of course, Tsukiyama's using the water balloon. So, it's gonna be fun, I think. The idea that Noro's gonna have like a timer on this is gonna be fun, but I don't know how to get to this game mode in my own free time. But I'm gonna go ahead and play this whenever I'm able to. I'm noticing that everyone's called Robot, though. We're gonna fight the top guy here. The enemy team is apparently just the strongest with the Nishiro. Wow, guys, you're so cool. I'm just gonna do this. Actually, I kind of want... I don't know. I don't know what's better. I'm gonna do this. That's fine for now. Oh, I need a team oh, shit. I need to upgrade more characters, then. That's a lot of people to have to fight. Oh, no. I have to invest in a whole crowd of people. Is this going to be 3 separate arena fights, then? Fascinating. Oh, shit. I also get to see Nishiro's gameplay here. Unless she dies in 2 seconds. Never mind. Dude! This is Elite Duel! This is Elite Duel! Holy shit! From fucking Death Realm and, Spiritual Awakening and stuff. That's really fun, actually. You need to only win 2 of the matches, apparently. That is really interesting. Perfect, then. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm looking for. Use 50 diamonds to... There's a 5-second cooldown. Really? Really? I mean, sure, I guess. I don't want to cool... I'm not going to clear the cooldown, but I'm going to play this quite often. Oh my god, these drops are actually incredible as well. For 5 Tatara shards, it's 800. Or for a Kaneki suit, it's 2,000. Or 10,000 for Tatara's mask. 15,000. Wait, essence? That's how you upgrade the weapons! Oh, fuck. This is going to be a lot of grinding. Good. See, this is things to do in the game. This is what I want. This is perfect. I don't know about the 5-minute cooldown, because I don't know how to get to this feeding ground battle effectively, truthfully, but, oh, these rewards are quite nice as well. As long as you, like, put extra effort into it, but I am down. And it resets every day? Defense setting. Oh, okay. So you have to, like, set things up interesting. I just wish... Oh! Ho, ho, ho. So it's... No. What? What? Where? Fucking where? I actually can't find it. It's not in real-time battle. I thought it was in here. Where? Training? No. Is there a second tab? Can I scroll in some direction on feeding ground? No, I can't. Strange. The only way I can get to it right now is to go into this and be like, wow, feeding ground battle, what is that? We're gonna do another fight here and then I'll go into it. Okay, so we are back and we're gonna go ahead and do a fight here because I want to replicate seeing that arena tab. But I saw that there's a Kuroiwa Arato right here that we can fight. And so what I kind of wanted to do is weaken my team to a tier where I can actually see what this Kuroiwa can do properly. And so the plan right now is going to be to have a front row of just the most nothing nobodies. And then we're going to have a Shinohara backup with an actual team. Mostly just because I want to see what Oh, right. There's other teams as well. That's fine. I want to see Kuroiwa Arata in action. Because if he's in the game currently, I'm keen on that. I'd be down for like an MT character that also, like, while he takes damage, he heals his teammates. That'd be interesting. And have, like, no self-heal, but he heals the teammates alongside it. Hey, Kuroiwa. You died in, like, 2 seconds to Bonjo. Of course I put you against Bonjo. That's why you died. Damn it. Bonjo is just too fucking strong, dude. Damn it. At least we know that Kuroiwa is inside the game and ready to go, so maybe the update won't take as long this time. I'm not hopeful, truthfully. I don't know. Either way, this update is a pretty good one, and there is a lot more that I want to do inside it, so at least that's going to justify logging in more often. Recently, it's just been very slow for me. Yeah, this. Oh, it's in the arena tab. I guess it didn't occur to me, because I didn't think that would be interesting. I'll probably be using both of these quite often then. Actually, the arena tab is the same one as the Death Realm one now, because it has the feeding ground battle alongside the normal arena. Interesting. I will take it. I'm actually quite happy with this. The update does seem to be steps in the right direction, and we do have some more items to work on and kind of work with now, which is very, very nice. Also, apparently I just got 500 diamonds off of the feeding ground battle, and 10 and 500 and 50. That's from my arena, or my other thing. So feeding ground battle apparently just fills you up with diamonds. Holy shit. Can I do that more? Can I, like, do that super hard? Here. Can I get someone lower? Yeah, lower than 10,000. I'm gonna use diamonds to refresh this, I think. That's a lot of diamonds to get back, and I am super keen on it, especially if it refreshes, like, daily. Here, we're gonna do this. Oh, this is fun. I'm happy. It's always good to, like... I'm glad it came out last night, because I was starting to feel less and less keen on logging in. Like, yesterday I didn't even log in for Dark War and just kind of left things, so... I'm happy. Alrighty. Go, team! Show them it's your birthday. You can party like it's your Oh, also... Eto and Marude are actually 2 other units that got a new... SSR upgrade. I think there's 5 that got it right now. The Rize, the Youngarima, the Eto, and the Marude, as far as I know. Chuzo armor as well. So yeah, 5. Actually, let's go look. I'm quite keen on that, because the new art does seem nice, and I'm probably going to try and grind them out regardless. So I do want to upgrade them. They seem like they're going to be fun. So I don't believe that any of the characters here in MT did get a new form. Like, I don't think Kuzen... No, Kuzen doesn't have one or anything. So that's unfortunate. But we do have Rize here, of which has the art that was on the banners previously, so we knew about it. Youngarima goes into the sad form. He just gets more depressed. He just starts looking away from you because he can't feel anymore. Kaya, unfortunately, doesn't have one just yet, but you know that she's been one that's been run by a lot of people, so she'll probably get one at some point. Juzo Armor has one in his Konban Wa. So that's cool. I'm surprised there's not one for Kaneki, but you do you. Eto does have one where she goes from looking blank to looking like she has a nose and gets slightly more shading on her left side of her face. That's it. And Marude, of which just gets exceptionally angrier. So that is going to be a fun thing to start working towards. Likely most of my stamina is going to go towards that and kind of just doing that kind of stuff. They did also add an epic gallery here, of which is just going to be max out every character's fame completely. It's going to cost a lot to upgrade any one of these, but I guess someone who's in the end game and is able to get them is going to get superpower increases off of it. I'm working on the advanced gallery still, and that, even by itself, costs a ton. And I imagine this goes even beyond 25. Like, these all say 25 right now, but once you get 25, it's probably like 30, 35, 40. So, it's gonna be a lot. They're adding a lot of endgame stuff, so that's cool. But I don't know about it entirely. Also, neat. Actually, we'll take those. I like the gold background. Looks so fancy, man. Actually, I wonder, should we do another multi? I mean, I'm not against getting more of the Shinohara. It'd be a cool maxed out unit. Here, we're gonna pop this card for now. And maybe we'll go until we get another pull. Because we do get a SSR pull decently enough. And like, I don't mind pulling for Hafukuji Amori either. He's one of the ones I've still wanted to get for a long while. I think I'm 1 or 2 away from getting my next shards of an SSR, so we're gonna go ahead and claim this. Also, I think that there's a new daily for doing the feeding ground, which is nice. It's quite helpful. We'll do one more single here. Damn it. It wasn't the tier that we ended up getting the next thing. Oh yeah, so there's also this new training game mode. I don't know about it just yet in its entirety, but it seems to be something interesting. So you can like, it seems to give you increases in terms of stats depending on how much you put into it from the training items, and you seem to have to choose one of them, and I guess increases your entire party by that amount. Like right here, the only one that matters is the HP plus 10. So I guess I'll take that. Then I'll do it like train once. This one is a straight go down, so I wouldn't want to, it's covered entirely. That's a good design. But it seems to have my HP go down by a decent margin. So I don't quite understand it yet. We're It'll be something to work on in the future. I'm actually so curious, because, like, I know there's the advanced tab here, but if I press train once, I'm just curious. Okay, yeah. So it gives you just straight up better upgrades. And I guess you just choose the one that affects you best? So strange. Either way, I think 15 seconds. Alright, so we are going to go ahead and fight this Rize, I suppose. I doubt this is going to take a very long while. However, we're going to do this team. Works for me. Let's go see if she can survive for a little bit. Alright, team, you got this. Go, boys! Oh, he got pulled in. Wow. Actually is surviving for quite a while. That Rize also seemed to have, like, all 4 of her Kagune, like, come out and stab forward. I guess that might be one of her second or third. That Akira also didn't last that long. Not too terribly bad. Yeah, this game would definitely seem like it's going to be a fun one. I'm definitely going to want to put quite a bit of effort into it to discover all it has to offer. We also are going to use another single right here. So I think we are... There we go. So we got the 12 shards, and now I'm probably just going to stop on this banner entirely for right now. But we are good to go. Actually, 2 more until I get a VIP card, so maybe I'll do 2 more singles, but after that, then I'm done. I'm going to try to spend today trying to understand the game a little bit better and try and upgrade Shinohara Arata even further as I can. I want to get him up to gold tier whenever I'm able to, and I imagine the gold SSRs are going to be the ones that can evolve into a UR character, so I'm looking forward to seeing how that's going to be in the future. But for right now, this armless man is going to see you next time. Thank you for watching. I'm here. I'm having a good time, and I'm hoping that Dark War is going to be a good time and update soon. Again, I know it's asking for a lot, but like, I really love this game, and this is an amazing update. Please just keep at it. Thank you for watching, and bye for now.